They always say, do what makes you happy, right? Chase happiness. But what is happiness? Because happiness to you could mean something else for me. Happiness is something that comes and goes. I'm not chasing something that comes and goes. It would inevitably come and go. I can't chase that, right? I would chase serenity, peace of mind. These are things that you can sustain for the rest of your life. And that's being true to yourself, surrounding yourselves with the right people, staying focused. You can achieve those things. It's attainable. But acquiring infinite happiness is just unrealistic. We don't live in a utopia. That's not realistic. Teachers will always say, do what makes you happy. So what we're doing is we're running a race, but with no like destination. We don't know what it is. Think about this. Put it this way: when you're happy, yeah, you're above the moon. You're so happy. There's something that can ruin that happiness, right? So why would you chase that? You need to chase something that's indestructible. This is why stoicism is good and realizing life will always go on. See, where we're from, right? We've had to deal with certain things. We'd have to approach things a certain way. When I say where we're from, I'm saying the people that, are similar to me that can resonate with me. We have a term that says, excuse my language, but niggas die every day, right? See, this term niggas die every day is a term that would like help you get up in the morning sometimes. Because what's the worst that can happen when there's niggas that die every day? So you might laugh at that, but think about it. There's people that lose their lives every day, and I'm worried about, oh, I didn't make the under 14s state team, or this girl didn't reply to me within, the time I wanted her to. There's people that are literally losing their lives. This, like, I'd say though, I have to admit, it's kind of a trauma response to act like that, or to think like that, to think worst case scenario. But it works. It works for some people. Some people can't have that mentality because they probably weren't raised in certain conditions. But it only applies to a certain amount of people. But let me get back to the point of happiness, right? A lot of people in this generation, right? Oh, first of all, I'm sorry. I feel like this generation is really, really overprescribed medicine when it comes to mental issues. First of all, in my worst times in my life, I knew exactly what I needed to do to get out of there. So I wasn't really that low. It was just, c'est la vie. That's what they say in French. C'est la vie is life. To do to get out of there. So I wasn't really that low. It was just, c'est la vie. That's what they say in French. C'est la vie is life. You know, I'd just be like, oh, fairs, like life is gonna always go on. Like the time I said, niggas die every day, right? But what actually makes you happy or satisfied or serene? What do you need to do to acquire this state, right? For me, it's simple, bro. Surround myself with the correct people and make sure I'm making money, make sure I'm healthy, I'm playing good basketball. That's actually about it, honestly. I'll be honest with you guys. Like I don't have much that I need. I'm a simple man, but I'm not basic. You know what I mean? There's certain things that, I can't deal with, honestly. I'd like my privacy here and there. I like to be secluded here and there, but I like to socialize here and there. I like a balance. But me, like, I love basketball, but let's say, I'll reach the final stage, I'll make the NBA or something. I'm not going to be happy forever. I'll forever be grateful. Like I said, the term niggas die every day, but I'm in the NBA. You know what I mean? That will literally help me get over some certain things. And one thing I realized, right? Do you guys know that the Romans and the Greek philosophers, they hated consolation. Like they hated consoling someone. They thought it was fake and just not authentic. What do they say? They said you're you're getting higher for your eventual fall. You know what I mean? Like when I heard that, I was like, damn. That's why I try not to console because do you want the real information or not? Because my friends can tell me things as blunt as possible. But because I trust their judgment, I won't take it personally. It might sting. I'm a human. It will sting for like maybe 30 seconds. And I'll be like, hey man, this is my boy trying to help me, right? Maybe I needed to hear this. And when it hurts, it's probably true because truth hurts and lies heal. You know what I mean? I don't want a guy that always gonna, hey, you're killing it, man. I want someone's gonna look at me, but I'm not gonna lie, you're DH, bro. You're bras. You know what I mean? That's a friend. Although you guys care so much about delivery, but it's the way you said it. maybe how I was raised, right? We're all different. That's one thing. I can't judge you guys. Well, you guys can't judge me because we're all raised differently. But for me, in my life, I'd want a friend that can just, hey, what, bro? Hey, brother, you're tweaking. How? A, B, X, X, Y, Z. My famous class. I see it. I bet. I need a friend like that, right? I need to be around competent people. I need to be around people with similar interests and a similar lens, right? Because a lot of you guys are surface level thinkers, and I hate surface level thinkers. Surface level thinkers just give you the cliche advice, right? And I'm not against cliche advice. It's just, mate, I didn't need to hear that. I already know. Let's say I'm in America and I have a friend that's in a similar, you know, situation in college or something, and let's say he's not playing or something's bad's going on in his college. What am I gonna say? I'm gonna call him, hey bro, keep working hard, man. Hey, keep. I always end up saying, nothing I can tell you, you already know. Surround yourself with those type of people. I could post a picture on my story with, I don't know, some random stuff, and one of my close mates will reply to it and just know exactly what I mean. Surround yourself with those people. Same dimension, same lens, similar philosophy, similar views, code. You know, those are the people that you need to be around. Because when you're around them, stuff like betrayal is almost out the picture. They say always keep your guard up, but when you always keep your guard up, you're gonna eventually hurt people. Hurt people, hurt people. Whether you like it or not, we are all victims of trauma. Things things have happened to us that have changed the way we view the world. 100%. And that could be for the worse, that could be for the better. I don't know. But for this example, I'm gonna say for the worse. Let's say a woman betrays me, right? You know, she's unfaithful. It's gonna hurt, it's gonna sting. We're all human. But who am I to go to the next woman and project my trauma onto them? You know what I mean? And then betray them. Now who's in the wrong? Who's in the right? I'm just as bad as the person that betrayed me. I don't want to be like them. I got mad at them. But you know, that's just me. I'm raised like that. I don't know. I'm not perfect at all. I probably hurt people. You know, I'm a villain in someone else's story. But intention is more important than the action. 100%. I'll always stand at that point. Because people love this burning bridges. Bro, we had an argument. I'm done with him. I'm done with her. That's pigeon shit. You're better than that, bro.